Hi, my beautiful Sagittarius. This is Emmy from Making Waves, and this will be a reading regarding the blockages that you are facing in your spiritual journey. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're going to start off with an archetype and then follow up with a Celtic cross. Let's jump right in. Oh, okay. All right, I'll take these. Interesting. While I was pre-shuffling, the song that I had on my mind was Shawn Mendes. I think it's YYY. And the Dead End card came out of these archetypes. So I have this impression that you possibly have something that you are, so I'm sorry guys, they just told me to not take them. So I have this impression that for some of you, you're kind of in a cul-de-sac, or how we say it in French is cul-de-sac. And you're kind of wondering why this happened. Why is there no more progression? Why is there this dead end, right? And I have this impression that for some of you, you need to stop looking at as a dead end. So you need to find a way of turning right or left, but the end of this journey or this chapter is not the end of the story. So I really want you to focus on that because I feel that for some of you, you are focusing on an ending or a path that just closed out that you weren't expecting. I think it was quite shocking. I just heard divorce, so maybe for some of you, you had a divorce that just happened, so you were served the paper, and you're kind of like, oh my God, like how come this is the end, right? I wasn't even aware that this is what was going through my back, right? So, all right, we have a card. So I think that for some of you, it's time to see what's next. It's time to turn left or right. It is up to you. We have the Mentor at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Castle. It's funny because I really feel that there is something that will fall apart, and I feel that it's possibly the castle, the tower, and like there's nothing else you could have done than just breaking that tower, that castle down, and it might require a lot of energy, but I feel that you being in this castle was problematic because you didn't want to expand. You were kind of in the comfort zone in your old slippers, and this was not promoting any self-growth. So the castle had to fall down, and I have the impression that right now you are in the whims of the dust is slowly coming down, and you are ready to see. What are you ready to see? I heard the damage, but that's not what I wanted to say. And maybe it is. Maybe you are ready to see the damages. Maybe for some of you, this is your house. So something happened to your house, it burned down, or it was flooded, and it needs to be broken down to its foundation. So you need to start over. I hope this is not your story, and if you're going through that, I'm so sorry, guys. It must be a very, very difficult time. But I have the impression that now it's time to assess what's left. So as the dust sets, then it's time to assess. All right. What energy are you right now in your journey? What energy are you in this journey? Who are you in this journey? The Moon. That's an interesting one. What are the blockage or the blockages? The King of Swords in the reversed. What is known to you? Two of Pentacles in the reversed. What is unknown? Ooh, we have the Magician. Interesting. I just heard you got a power over me. Your past? That's too much, guys. Oh, past is the Seven of Swords with the Three of Wands, looking out for an exit. Your near future? Near future? Ace of Swords in the reversed. Not yet having the clarity that you need to start over. Oh, your energy? Or who are you right now? In the present moment. Two of Wands, and I have the Tower in the reversed that wanted to come out, and the Queen of Cups. That's a very interesting external factors. That's going to be an interesting reading, guys. King of Pentacles. I have an earth sign that is popping. Your hopes and fears. The World in the reverse. The chapter is not yet over. Nine of Cups. Two of Cups. Holy poly. I don't know what's poly, but whatever. Maybe for some of you this is something. The outcome. Poly. Your outcome. Five of Swords. All right. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune in the reversed. Unlucky times, guys. I think that you're going to have to focus on... It's funny because I was talking to one of my friends yesterday who's a Sagittarius, and she got this Wheel of Fortune in the reversed. And what came as a message is that you needed to reverse the mill. So there's this sense of... We say in French, renverser la vapeur, which means that basically we are reversing the steam. So for example, in a boat, if you want to go back, you need to reverse the engine, right? So I feel that there's kind of this sense of changing your outcome and really focusing on changing that, changing the odds. So I have the impression that right now the odds are probably not in your favor, but it is something that you can definitely act upon and that you should act upon, right? So we'll see. I just saw 830, so maybe 830 is an important number. So right now you're embracing the moon energy, which is like everything that is obscure, unknown to you. It's hidden truths. It's definitely not having all the resources, or that's not the word that I'm looking for. It's not having all the facts before making a decision. I have this impression that you're still looking into right now what's possible. You're trying to shed the veil in order for you to move forward. There is still this sense of being watched. So I don't know who's watching you. It could be this King of Swords. So I have this feeling of being watched closely. I have the impression that someone is trying to break you in order to have the truth, or in order to have some information that they could use against you. And I have the impression that you are hiding details that could be important. There is definitely a narrow sign that is after you, and that could try to, I just heard break you, or try to refrain you in moving forward. Right now I don't know what this is about. Tell me more about the King of Swords as the blockage. This one. Someone who could be a victim, could be a wounded warrior, or someone who's acting like a victim when they know the truth, when they embody authority. This is someone who's very, very analytic. This could be in regards of your marriage. I just heard a PI, so maybe there is a private investigator that is trying to seek information against you. Or this person is working for a victim. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. This person could also be a healthcare professional, like treating people that are sick. I just heard mental health, so maybe they're working on a psych ward. But they're still trying to get some information about you. Sorry about the noise, guys. It's traffic hour here. Interesting. In the past, we have the Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. There is something that you did, because I have the impression that this is your energy, that you tried to get away with. And I have the impression that you tried also to leave, and it could be something that is pretty severe for you to want to choose, like, to leave. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. I have the impression that you were possibly sneaky. So maybe you stole something, or you cheated, or you lied about something, and you tried to get away with it. Or you're maybe, even for some of you, you are waiting for a verdict to come. You are waiting for a sentence to happen. I don't know if sentence is the same thing as in French. Like a verdict in French is a sentence, but I'm not sure that like sentence is a phrase. So scratch that out. But I have the impression that you are right now waiting for a verdict about something that you did in the past. What is this about? Can you tell me what this is about? Two of Swords, Three of Wands. What is this about? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. I have the impression that maybe you tried to move forward, or you received a letter in regards of some task that you had to do that were too much. That implied you from breaking your back. And I have the impression that you had to stop doing that job. And it truly hurt you. It truly hurt you. Because you feel that you've worked so hard to finally still have to wait. So I feel that possibly you are in a position right now that I think you're waiting for possibly for money. For me, like it resembles as like you're on medical leave and you have to fight to get the money because something happened to you while you were working. I have this impression. But maybe also this is something that you shouldn't have done in the first place. But that you did anyways. And I have the impression that that hurt you immensely. And now you're kind of waiting to have the money of the settlement. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Okay. It could also be related to your house. It could also be related to your house. Like maybe you did something sneaky. It's funny, I just have like the impression that this is like insurance. Like health insurance, home insurance, and it's super precise. But maybe for some of you, you did something sneaky to have more money. And this is possibly why you're being checked on. Oops. It's very, very weird. Very, very weird. What's conscious of you? It's the Two of Pentacles. You know that you need to balance your money right now. You know that you need to be careful with your expenses. You need to find that balance of spending just enough money, of feeling also balance in your resources, right? So just be mindful of that, because I feel that right now you're out of balance, and it could lead to having some issues financially. What's unknown to you is that you are capable of manifesting but also manipulating. So maybe for some of you, if you're dealing with an insurance, you are manipulating the facts. You are manipulating whatever comes out right now. Why? Because you can. You definitely can, and you are in a very, very powerful position right now. But I have the impression that if you are manipulating things, you're doing it for the greatest good. But I have the impression that you have the power also to manifest the outcome that is happening right now. In the future, we have the Ace of Swords. So I'm not seeing any new beginnings because of a lack of clarity. So I have the impression that if once again you're dealing with some court stuff with an insurance, I have the impression that right now there will be delays because there is a lack of fact. There is a lack of clarity on who needs to be held responsible or not. I have the impression that right now you are still waiting for the opportunities to come up to you. You're refraining from making decisions. And you're kind of hoping for the best. So you're kind of hoping for a positive outcome that will fulfill you, that will bring you more help. That's what I heard. Your external factor is this King of Pentacles. So you have an earth sign right now that is there. I have the impression to help you out. This is someone who's very stable, very resourceful. I think that this person is there for the right reason, to really, really help you out. What's the intention of this King of Pentacles? What are the intentions of this King of Pentacles? I just heard bienveillant, so this is someone who cares. And yes, sometimes I hear in French and other times I hear in English. This King of Pentacles wants to offer you something. And I have the impression that the offer might be a better outcome than you expect. But you're not willing, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, to take actions to take this offer. What you're hoping is that with the World in the reverse, the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups is for a positive outcome, is for a new world to happen after this outcome, right? You're hoping that the chapter is not over and that you can finally feel extremely fulfilled and that you could offer your cup to someone else or to your lover and to move on from this scenario here. So you're just hoping that the chapter is not over and that you can feel good about yourself. You can feel happy. Tell me more about the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the World in the reverse. Because you don't have any other options than to stay and to do your best with this person. So I have the impression that despite whatever is happening, you still want to be present for your person. Despite this very difficult situation, you are still there to be happy. You're not walking away. You're being present. Because you're fulfilled where you are. Despite all this huddle, there's still someone with whom you're expressing, you're sharing a lot of emotions with. And I feel that this person could be supporting you while you're going through this. Your outcome, though, is the Five of Swords. So I would be very, very careful of any conflict, of feeling defeated. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. I'm not sure that the outcome will be in your favor. I have the impression that you're still standing and wanting to fight for your outcome. I just heard hospital bills. So maybe for some of you it's a hospital bill that you're fighting. Ooh, okay. Wow, we have a lot of people. Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. So choices to be made. I have the impression that you could want to offer something. If you have a hospital bill, offer a little bit. I think that, especially if you're in the US, this is not really something that would happen in Canada. But if you are in the US, and for example, this is related to a hospital bill, then you need to make the decision to offer a little bit to whomever is managing the hospital to start to pay the debts until you're still figuring it out. I have the impression that you have a Page of Pentacles that could help you, younger Earth sign, a Page of Wands, younger fire sign, and a Queen of Pentacles in the reversed, Earth sign, that could be there to support you in this. They could even give you a little bit of money that you can propose to the hospital. We still have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse though, guys. So you're gonna have to work extra hard to make sure that everything is all right. Intense reading, guys. Really, really intense reading. That's all I have for you. I hope this helped. I'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.